Question is, what role does laughter play in my life? Okay, what role does laughter play in my life? Okay, so what is laughter and what role? Like, it's not really that much complicated question. It's a very easy to understand. Okay, yeah. The question was that ki, how often do you laugh? Okay, like basically, what is exactly reason that you laugh? Okay, yeah, but what is exactly um like what does role laughter play in my life? um Laughter play role, well, it is a lot, yeah. What kind of I'm not really sure about this kind of like a something question. It's kind of like a something telling is this thing that key like like is it kind of like a something really helpful for me to laughter? Yeah, it is. um what role? Like, I don't really understand what role. Yeah. The laughter play the significant role in any aspect ratio of life, contributing emotional, physical, social well-being. Here are some way of laughter may impact on your life. Okay, yeah. All right. So there are a couple of pointer over here. I'm gonna talk about this thing and just like figure it out that how is exactly laughter play in my role. All right, yeah. Stress relief is kind of like a something. Stress relief is kind of like a something help me to reduce by the laughter. Yeah, it is. Yes. How I do that? Like whenever I have stress, okay, so basically it's this thing that I usually just record artifact, like the things that you are actually hearing. This thing is called artifact. Okay, yeah. I am doing this thing for almost like a 7 to 8 year. Okay, I started this thing in 2015, by the way. Every day, yes, I record this thing every day. So whenever I have a little bit of stress, instead of kind of like a went through a kind of like a stand-up comedy or something like that, I prefer to talk to myself, and it kind of like a simply help me to reduce that stress. Okay, yeah. When I have kind of like a something hectic schedule day, it's kind of like a something very crazy. Then I usually kind of like entertain myself. Okay, watch some sort of stand-up comedy shows, and yeah. So basically, if I wanna say that he like how I supposed to relieve stress relief, like does laughter is kind of like a something play important role to reduce the stress? Yeah, it is. But I usually use mindfulness technique, like a self talk and something like that. Okay, instead of like watching laughter things. All right. But I do prefer that ki go and basically if you're not doing self talk, then just go kind of like a divert your mindset to somewhere else, watch some sort of laughter thing, and then it kind of like something really help you to relieve the stress. All right, yeah. Emotional well-being, yeah, mood booster and coping mechanism. Yeah, it's this emotional well-being, like basically is it kind of like something helpful for me to kind of like a something boost my mood up, and like is it, yeah, yeah. Let me tell you one thing now. So when I watch kind of like a something funny stuff, okay, yeah, I am feel really happy. Okay, I am kind of like a something that ki um happy. Is it happy? Well, is this thing that he like basically, do I use any kind of like a sanduri laughter? Yeah, like when did you use last time a laughter? Basically is this thing na ki laughter, yeah. Probably is this thing that, like if I'm gonna say I want to laugh, okay, yeah, like what kind of like a sources should I supposed to need? Like watch some sort of like a comedy things and something like that, yeah. When did I last time I kind of like suddenly watch some of those? uh I'm not really sure, but probably just like a month ago. Basically, there is a night I won't be able to sleep. So basically, what I did is just like I went to Spotify and just listen some sort of stand-up comedy while sleeping. But I won't be able to sleep. I was kind of like something laughing entire night. Yeah. So this is the kind of like a night that I remember. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, is this kind of like something any visuals? Yes, let me tell you one thing. I'm living in India, okay, and like while I was eating my dinner or lunch, okay, yeah. So during this time, our family is actually put on television as a laughter show, laughter reality show. laughter comedy skit. Okay, I watched that. It kind of like a bit really funny. Okay, yeah. Is it kind of like something change my stress and coping mechanism, something like that? Well, I am not really sure. Like I'm not, like I don't know. Yeah, why? Because of that, ki I usually consume such content as a kind of like a something as an entertainment. Okay, yeah. Um, like if I have a stress, okay, yeah, or any kind of like a something problem in my life, I usually kind of like a went through self talk. Okay, yeah. Instead of watching some sort of comedy skit and something like that, I never really did that. All right, yeah, but it kind of like a something help, yeah. Uh, but still is this thing, I don't know. Okay, like basically is this thing na ki, example is that ki, you have an exam, you have a stress. Okay, yeah. That stress won't be able to solve if you just watch kind of like a something like comedy skit or comedy stand-up comedy. No, it not. Okay, yeah. You have an exam, that means you have a stress. Okay, that won't be gone just because of watching social laughter shows. No, stress is always be there. Like basically for that couple of period of time you won't be able to get that stress. Might be like you will use this thing as a kind of like a something break and kind of like a divert your mindset. It really help, yeah. But I am not really sure that it's kind of like a reduce the stress and something like that. I don't know. Like at some cases it might be, at some cases it not. Okay, yeah. Like in the exam situation, it will not. Okay, because stress is always be there. Okay, yeah. But at some situation where like basically there is a patient who is kind of like a bit really scared of like a blood donation camp. Okay, people are bit really scared, or people who are kind of like a doing first time blood donate. Okay, yeah. So people are bit really scared. So in this particular period of time, they have kind of like a something just like I went to blood bank, and yeah, like while doing blood giving, okay, they have kind of like a complete television over there. In that television they kind of like a put the cartoon. Okay, yeah, Tom and Jerry cartoon or whatever it is cartoon. Okay, uh like basically cartoon is for the kids na, no, but it's not, it's kind of like a for the everyone. Okay, yeah. So basically this thing, while I was kind of like something donating my blood, I didn't really knew that ki, like basically they just kind of like a suck up my entire blood, suck up my some sort of blood. It just like I was kind of like a watching this kind of like a some Tom and Jerry thing on the television, and basically I just time goes by and I just can't even understand. So in that particular moment, laughter is a kind of like a something help you to just just kind of like a something like that ki reduce little bit of pain or something like that, because mm, uh, because in that particular situation they kind of like a something shift your mindset to somewhere else. Okay, yeah. So I think that is good. That's really good. Is it actually work for me? Well, while giving the while blood donating, this actually work. Yeah, like while I was donating the blood, I didn't really know that within 15 minutes they kind of like a something, they say yeah you are done, and so like yeah, but my episode is remaining. But it is really good, it's really great. Okay, yeah. So yeah, at some certain situation it might gonna kind of like a something relief from the stress, or kind of like a something giving little less pain from like I don't know. Okay, just divert your mindset or something like that. All right, yeah. Social connection, like is this kind of like a something social connection is actually built up by the laughter, strengthening bond or break up the ice? Well, yeah, like I also wanted to mention over here, yeah, social connection. What's a social connection? So let me tell you one thing. You went to kind of like a something people who, like you went to kind of like a something people who are in particular group, and you communicate with those people. Okay, yeah. uh, like what makes your communication, or what makes kind of like a something the communication or the way that they talk was kind of like something great is that ki be laugh. Okay, yeah. So like in this particular in this particular group of people, they kind of like a something communicate about the teasing and something like that, and basically all those people are laugh, and it help. Yeah, it kind of like a something that ki it enhance the bonding between people. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because of the thing that ki you don't really see the like there are a couple of people and who are kind of like started crying crying. like basically if you went to the funeral, this might be kind of like a something very ordinary thing, but in normal day-to-day life you won't be able to see this thing. Like basically in everyone people gather, they started laughing about stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of like a something strengthen the bond, strength kind of like a something social connection probably. Yeah. Health benefit, yes, this is kind of like a something that I wanted to mention over here. Okay, yeah. uh in our body, yeah, in our body we have kind of like a something really self healing factor. Okay, yeah, like our body is actually healed by itself. Whatever the, like whatever the pain that you have or whatever the things that you have, like boys, basically is this thing, like I'm not gonna talking about kind of like a surgery thing, like if you are kind of like a something had an accident, so you won't be able to heal by yourself at that moment. Yeah, but like basically there are a couple of things inside of you that you probably just like that key heal it by itself. And why is this thing? Because of that key you have this white blood capsules. Okay, WBC it's called. So what exactly WBC is? It's a kind of like a something that can fight against the kind of like a something wrong thing inside of your body. Okay, yeah. I don't want to go to the technical things. Okay, yeah. So this actually happen inside your body. Okay, yeah. Also one thing is that ki laughter is a kind of like a somethingly source of kind of like a somethingly source of healing itself. Okay, yeah, like basically is this thing, if you laugh without any reason, if you like you just laugh. Okay, you don't really need a reason, or if you have a reason then you just laugh. If you don't really have a reason, laugh. Okay, yeah. So it laugh, it kind of like a something build up your immunity system, not only the stress, not only relieve the stress, but it kind of like a something that ki improve your health and everything well-being. Okay, yeah. Like have you actually seen that early morning there are kind of like something old age people group, they are kind of like a something started laughing at kind of like a something park or somewhere. Okay, yeah. This is why they does it, because of that it's kind of like a something helpful. Okay, yeah. Like basically they laugh and they kind of like a something like build up that particular stress relief thing and increase the immunity or something like that. But I'm not really sure about the medical thing, but still is that he medical proven that if you laugh oftenly, then you will get little less ill. Okay, little less sick. Okay, yeah. So yeah, laughter is kind of like a something work in our health, so yes, it's important. Okay, yeah. Enhance the perspective, changing the perspective or promoting positivity, is it helpful? um Enhance. Okay, I'm not really sure about this enhanced perspective. Like basically, laughter is actually shift your perspective on the problem, helping the situation lighter and manageable way. They encourage the positive outlook to the making the challenges seems daunting. Um, is it kind of like a something happen with you, like enhancing perspective, like basically your perspective change after the laughter, after you laugh? Probably it kind of like a something change little bit of mood. Okay, yeah. I haven't really experienced, but I kind of like a something analyze. Okay, yeah, from looking at the people. So example is that thing ki if there is a couple who is actually fighting about some sort of thing. Okay, yeah. So is this thing at that particular moment, how do you supposed to kind of like a solve between the problem about this thing? Is that key like just watch some sort of comedy thing or something like that? It kind of like something light up mood, or like go to the watch some sort of cinema who is kind of like some little bit of funny, which kind of like something light up the mood and something like that. Okay, yeah. But still not gonna sure that key the this problem, this couple problem would be solved after this kind of like a laughter, or after this kind of like some TV show or cinema or something like that. Okay, yeah, but it kind of like a light up the mood and kind of like something take a break. Okay, yeah. Like I'm gonna main point out over here is that ki, like a laughter is not kind of like a something like that ki change your mood and something like, yeah, it change your mood. Yeah, it change your mood, but uh, will it be solved the kind of like a something problem that having with the couple? No. Then why does view that it's kind of like a something, it just had a break, or it's kind of like a something that thinking from another point of perspective. Okay, yeah. Having that particular laughter or having that particular smile and happiness, it's kind of like a something change your mindset, and probably is this thing that the kind of like a something the you are kind of like a, I don't know. Yeah, is it kind of like a change the perspective might be at some certain situation. it might not. Probably it depends on situation, people, and very subjective to think about this thing. Okay, quality of life, like if you laugh, quality of life increase, definitely, yeah, definitely. As I mentioned, stress is reduce the life, laughter is increase the life. Okay, if you laugh oftenly means like every day or kind of like a something like that, then probably the chances of dying is kind of like a little less than person who is kind of like always be stressed. Okay, yeah. But let me tell you one thing now, ki in our society, laughter is a kind of like a something people consume that it's a little less value, and stress is a kind of like a something consume that little more value. Okay, example is that thing ki there is a two person, one person is in stress, another person is a kind of like a fun or funny. Okay, yeah. So who do you think, like who do you kind of like giving the value, like who do you think is more important? You think that ki the person who is like a laughing, like getting stressing a lot regarding about work or anything, most of people actually say that ki this person is really important because he is in stress. Okay, yeah. And basically is this thing, the person who is actually laughing or bitterly funny, then most of people consume that ki he's kind of like a something little less important. Okay, yeah. Which is a kind of like a something perspective of the community, by the way. Okay, yeah. So is it true? um Somewhat. Okay, somewhat true, somewhat not true, it, I don't know. Okay, yeah, probably it's like that na ki, yeah, probably I'm gonna say is this thing that ki the people who are is actually in the stress is kind of like a little important. Is it true? I think it's 70% might be true, 30% not. Okay, yeah. And the if the person is kind of like a something laugh, is that person is important? Well, I'm gonna say 40% important and 60% not. Okay, yeah. Why we kind of like a something assume those factor into this kind of like a world? Why? um well, is this thing that ki in our like entire generation or entire human being is actually developed by some sort of situation. Okay, yeah. um Let me tell you one thing, usually people didn't really laugh that much. Okay, yeah. Laughter is a kind of like a something thing or something really emotion which is like a not even discovered that much early stages in the human life. Okay, like usually don't people don't really remember that ki laughter is a kind of like a some sort of emotion. No, nothing really at all. It's a, they didn't really knew that, like basically just like they think that kini ki um um I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, probably just think that I don't really understand the history of human thing and history of understanding about the laughter. But still, like am I judging really wrong now? Like basically is this thing, if I wanted to say that who is a person is literally valuable, then I would kind of like really required more than such data. Like basically, like if the person is literally happy, then might be that person is literally important. Like Elon Musk is literally happy too, so is he not important? No, he's really important, he's the richest person in the world. Yeah. Then the person who is actually in the stress, then is that person is really valuable? No, it's not. Like a person who is in stress is because of the kind of like something things that he did wrong, that's why he's in stress. So wait, yeah, like this kind of like a something thing like a stress and happiness is kind of like a something very different. Like you shouldn't supposed to be use this thing for who is a person is bit really valuable or not. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is really true. Yeah, that's really true. Okay, yeah. But still is this thing that laughter kind of like a change the perspective. Yeah, I'm definitely sure that laughter kind of like something change the perspective of looking at the world. All right, yeah. Creativity and problem solving, like is it kind of like a something something really that you could solve by the like creativity is kind of like a something solved by the laughter thing? Still not really sure. Yeah. No, it's like is it, like, yeah, why would I supposed to say it is like it is um it's like that na ki, let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah. Like it's kind of like a something very hard to accept that thing that ki why I'm kind of like a something so much struggling about this answering this question. Okay, yeah. Because all those pointer are kind of like a something really that ki I never really experience, or I never kind of like a something like I don't really that much happy. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing na ki I don't. Yeah. Like when did I last time laugh? Well, I usually last time I laugh is like the self talk. Okay, yeah. Like basically, while doing the self talk, I usually laugh. I kind of like something. Yeah, the yesterday I was kind of like a something remembering about the memories that I had with my friends and what is really this thing and that thing, and it kind of like a create a little bit of smile inside of me. Okay, yeah. Besides self talk, I barely laugh. Okay, yeah. So, do you think that I am in stress? No, I am not in stress. Okay, yeah. But is that key? I don't know. Yeah, like I like to laugh. Yeah, I like to laugh. I usually laugh too. But is this thing that key? I am not really sure. Like basically, is this thing that key? I don't know. Yeah, I never really that much laugh. So yeah, it's like that probably. Yeah. There are a lot of things, by the way. Quality of life is the quality of life is increased by the laughter. Yes. Cultural connection is the cultural connection is kind of like a something they help you to build up by the laughter. Sharing experience and culture reflection. Yeah, probably I haven't really experienced personal growth like a building the resilience or self acceptance. It's kind of like something help you laughter about this thing. Well, not only just the laughter, we really require confidence. We really require that much information and everything knowledge. It like laughter is kind of like a something putting very small role to kind of like a getting the growth. Okay, you if you want to be personal growth, you just do you won't be able to just rely on the laugh. No, it's not. You have to rely on confidence, information, and experience and everything. Then you will get the growth. Okay, yeah. uh Mindfulness presence, yeah, this will kind of like a something will work like if you are bitterly happy, then probably you will do little bit of mindfulness technique. Okay, yeah, like a self talk meditation, something like that. um but is this thing while doing meditation or while doing self talk, it's not kind of like a something always be a laughter, but still it count. Okay, yeah. Reflection question like what makes you laugh, like how often do you laugh, or how what who brings laughter into your life. Okay, let's ask this question. Okay, what makes you laugh? Uh, Humor, comedy, probably. How often do you laugh? Mhm. Once in a day, probably. Yeah. Who brings laughter inside of life? Like basically a person or kind of like a subject. On in person. In person, probably no one. Yeah. Why? Because I'm interacting with the very less people, by the way. Okay, yeah. Like mostly families and that's it. Okay, yeah. And usually interacting with the family is not really that much something, I don't know. Yeah. Friend, all my friends are bitly scattered, like everyone is kind of like doing this doing like scattered means like that, like like basically I'm 31, that means my friend is also 31. Okay, yeah. They have some sort of responsibility regarding about their life and career, and obviously they are kind of like something far away. Like some people are actually living yeah. Like I'm not gonna say I don't really have friend, I have friend, but like we all scattered. So very less friend are here, and sometimes we laugh, but still is this thing who brings laugh inside your life, then probably I'm gonna say no one. Yeah. Like we laugh like basically, like one of my friend, I went to work out together. Okay, and we play badminton. While doing this we laugh. Is it laugh? No, it's not really laugh, but literally happy inside of you, just being smile. That is good. Yeah. So yeah, these are kind of like a something like the laugh thing. And basically this thing, I am not kind of like a something very laughable person. Okay, I'm not really that much funny too. But there is some sort of smile and happiness inside of me. But a laugh is like a kind of like a something like the emotional that I express very oftenly. Very oftenly means like that, very rarely, sorry, very rarely. All right, yeah. Next question.